Hello, beautiful people from all around the world. This is Sarah speaking, and I want to give you the warmest welcome to Slow English Learning, the place where we make English simple, fun, and totally stress-free for everyone who wants to speak with more confidence. Right now, as I'm talking to you, it's early morning where I am, and I just finished my coffee, which got me thinking, wouldn't it be amazing if we could all talk comfortably about our mornings in English? That's exactly what today's episode is all about. We're going to learn how to describe your morning routine, talk about what you do when you wake up, share your morning habits with others, and ask questions about someone else's morning in the most natural and friendly way possible. By the time we finish this conversation, you'll have all the vocabulary, phrases, and confidence you need to talk about your morning in English, whether you're chatting with a colleague, making new friends, or just practicing by yourself at home.
Good morning, everyone. This is John here, and I'm really happy to be with Sarah today for this special episode.
John, good morning to you. I'm so glad you could join me. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling great, Sarah. I had a good night's sleep, and I woke up feeling refreshed and ready for the day.
That's wonderful. You know, John, I think talking about our mornings is such a natural and useful conversation topic.
I completely agree. It's something we all experience every single day, so everyone has something to share about their morning.
Exactly. And it's a perfect topic for beginners because the vocabulary is practical and the situations are familiar to everyone.
Yes, whether you're a student, a worker, a parent, or retired, everyone has a morning routine of some kind.
That's so true. Now, John, before we dive into our main conversation, I want to take a moment to talk to our listeners directly.
Please do, Sarah. I think they really need to hear this encouragement.
Thank you, John. My dear listeners, I want you to take a deep breath right now and just relax. Learning English is not about being perfect or sounding exactly like a native speaker.
That's absolutely right. It's about communication, connection, and expressing yourself in a way that others can understand.
Yes. And the beautiful thing about language learning is that everyone makes mistakes. Even native speakers make mistakes all the time.
So true. I make mistakes in English even though it's my first language. Sometimes I forget words. Sometimes I mix up grammar, and that's completely normal.
Exactly. So please, dear listeners, don't be afraid to practice speaking. Don't worry if you pause to think of a word or if you say something incorrectly.
Yes, the most important thing is that you try. Every time you speak, you're building your confidence and improving your skills.
And if someone laughs at your English or makes you feel bad about your accent or mistakes, remember that kind people will always encourage learners.
That's right. Someone who makes fun of a language learner is not worth your time or energy. Focus on the people who support you.
Beautiful advice, John. Now let's start our conversation about mornings. John, tell me, what time did you wake up this morning?
Well, Sarah, I woke up at 6:30 this morning. I usually wake up around that time on weekdays.
6:30, that's pretty early. Are you a morning person?
You know, I wasn't always a morning person. When I was younger, I loved sleeping late. But now I really enjoy waking up early and having a quiet morning.
I understand that. Morning time can be so peaceful and calm before the busy day begins.
Exactly. What about you, Sarah? What time did you wake up today?
I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning. I set my alarm for 7 and I got up right away.
Oh, you're good at getting up when your alarm rings. Some people press the snooze button many times.
Haha. Yes, I know what you mean. I used to do that too. I would press snooze 3 or 4 times before finally getting out of bed.
Really? What changed? How did you stop pressing snooze?
Well, I started putting my phone across the room, so I have to physically get out of bed to turn off the alarm.
That's such a clever trick. Once you're out of bed, it's easier to just stay up.
Exactly. Now, John, let me ask you, what's the first thing you do when you wake up?
Let me think. The first thing I do is stretch. I stretch my arms and legs while I'm still in bed. It helps me wake up my body.
Oh, that's a healthy habit. Stretching is really good for your muscles and your circulation.
Yes, and it feels good too. After stretching, I get out of bed and open the curtains to let the sunlight in.
I love that. Natural light is so important for waking up your brain and setting your body clock.
Absolutely. What about you, Sarah? What's the first thing you do in the morning?
The first thing I do is drink a glass of water. I keep a glass of water on my bedside table and I drink it as soon as I wake up.
That's excellent. Drinking water first thing in the morning is so healthy. Your body gets dehydrated during the night.
Yes, it helps me feel more awake and alert. After drinking water, I make my bed right away.
Oh, you make your bed every morning. That's a good discipline.
Yes, I read somewhere that making your bed in the morning gives you a sense of accomplishment and starts your day positively.
I think that's true. When your bedroom looks tidy, it affects your mood in a good way.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about the next part of the morning routine. John, do you take a shower in the morning or at night?
I take a shower in the morning. It really helps me wake up and feel fresh for the day. Do you shower in the morning too?
Actually, I shower at night before bed. I like to feel clean when I go to sleep. But I wash my face in the morning with cold water.
Cold water? That must wake you up quickly.
Yes, it does. It's refreshing and it's good for your skin too.
Interesting. After I shower, I brush my teeth and get dressed for the day.
What kind of clothes do you usually wear in the morning? Do you work from home or go to an office?
I work from home most days, so I usually wear comfortable clothes like jeans and a t-shirt. But if I have a video meeting, I wear a nice shirt.
That's smart. Comfortable but professional when needed. I also work from home, so I usually wear casual clothes like leggings and a sweater.
Working from home definitely has that advantage. Now, Sarah, let's talk about breakfast. What do you usually eat in the morning?
Oh, breakfast is so important. I usually eat oatmeal with fresh fruit and a little bit of honey. What about you?
I usually make scrambled eggs with toast and some vegetables like tomatoes or peppers.
That sounds delicious and healthy. Do you drink coffee in the morning?
Yes, I can't start my day without coffee. I usually have 2 cups of coffee in the morning. What about you?
I love coffee too. I have 1 big cup of coffee with a little milk. Coffee is like my morning fuel.
Haha, I know exactly what you mean. Coffee helps me feel alert and ready to work.
Yes. Now, John, I want to teach our listeners some useful phrases for talking about their morning routine. Should we do that now?
That's a great idea. Let's break it down into simple phrases that beginners can use easily.
Perfect. So, listeners, when someone asks you, what time do you wake up? You can answer with, I wake up at, and then say the time.
For example, I wake up at 6 o'clock, or I wake up at 7:30, or I wake up at 8 in the morning.
Exactly. And if you want to add more information, you can say, I usually wake up at, or I normally wake up at, or I typically wake up at.
Those words, usually, normally, typically, they all mean the same thing. They describe what you do most of the time.
Right. Now, let's talk about how to describe what you do after waking up. You can say, after I wake up, and then describe your action.
For example, after I wake up, I drink water, or after I wake up, I check my phone, or after I wake up, I stretch.
Perfect examples. Another useful phrase is, the first thing I do is. This tells people your very first action.
Yes, the first thing I do is brush my teeth, or the first thing I do is make coffee, or the first thing I do is take a shower.
Excellent. Now, let's talk about breakfast phrases. You can say, for breakfast, I usually have, or I usually eat for breakfast.
For example, for breakfast, I usually have cereal, or I usually eat toast and eggs for breakfast.
And if you want to talk about drinks, you can say, I drink, or I have, for example, I drink orange juice, or I have coffee with milk.
Great. Now, let's talk about time phrases for describing morning activities. You can use before, after, then, and next.
Yes, these words help you organize your story. For example, first I wake up, then I brush my teeth, after that I make breakfast, next I get dressed.
Perfect. Those connecting words make your description clear and easy to follow.
Now, John, let's practice some complete conversations about morning so our listeners can hear how it sounds naturally.
Great idea. Let's start with a simple, short conversation.
Okay, I'll ask you first. John, what time do you wake up?
I wake up at 6:30 in the morning.
Do you eat breakfast?
Yes, I usually eat eggs and toast.
Perfect. That was a very simple conversation. Just questions and short answers.
Yes, beginners can start with this level. Now let's try a medium-length conversation with more details.
Okay, ready? John, tell me about your morning today.
Sure. I woke up at 6:30, and the first thing I did was stretch and get out of bed. Then I opened the curtains and let the sunlight in. After that, I took a shower and got dressed. For breakfast, I made scrambled eggs with toast, and I had 2 cups of coffee. What about your morning, Sarah?
My morning was nice. I woke up at 7 o'clock and drank a glass of water right away. Then I made my bed and washed my face with cold water. For breakfast, I had oatmeal with strawberries and blueberries, and I drank 1 big cup of coffee. After breakfast, I read the news on my phone for about 15 minutes.
That's great. See how we added more details and connected them with words like then, after that, and after breakfast?
Yes, those connecting words make the story flow smoothly. Now let's try one more conversation with even more details and follow-up questions.
Perfect, I'm ready.
Okay, John, I'm curious. How was your morning today? Tell me all about it.
Oh, thank you for asking. My morning was really good. I woke up at 6:30, which is my usual time on weekdays. The first thing I did was stretch for about 2 minutes while still in bed. It's a habit I developed last year, and it really helps me feel less stiff. Then I got up and opened the curtains in my bedroom because I love natural light in the morning. After that, I went to the bathroom and took a warm shower for about 10 minutes. I always feel more awake and refreshed after a shower. Then I brushed my teeth, combed my hair, and got dressed in comfortable clothes since I'm working from home today. After getting ready, I went to the kitchen and made my breakfast. I cooked scrambled eggs with some red peppers and tomatoes, and I had 2 slices of whole wheat toast with butter. I also made 2 cups of coffee because I need coffee to function properly in the morning. While I was eating breakfast, I checked my emails and looked at my schedule for the day. How about you, Sarah? How was your morning?
Oh, wow. Thank you for such a detailed answer. My morning was lovely. I woke up at 7 o'clock when my alarm went off, and I immediately drank the glass of water I keep on my bedside table. It's such a refreshing way to start the day. Then I made my bed, which takes me just 2 minutes, but makes my whole bedroom look neat and organized. After that, I went to the bathroom and washed my face with cold water, which really woke me up. I also brushed my teeth and put on some light moisturizer on my face. Then I got dressed in my favorite comfortable clothes, black leggings, and a cozy gray sweater. For breakfast, I prepared a bowl of oatmeal and added fresh strawberries, blueberries, and a drizzle of honey on top. I also made my morning coffee, just 1 big cup with a splash of milk. While I was having breakfast, I listened to some calm music and read a few articles on my phone. It was such a peaceful and relaxing start to the day.
That sounds wonderful, Sarah. Your morning routine sounds very calming and healthy.
Thank you. Now, everyone, did you hear how John and I had a detailed conversation about our mornings? We used lots of descriptive words and time phrases.
Yes, and notice how we asked each other follow-up questions? That's what makes a conversation natural, showing interest in what the other person says.
Exactly. Now, John, let's talk about some common questions people ask about mornings and how to answer them.
Great idea. Let's go through some typical morning-related questions.
Okay, question number 1. Are you a morning person or a night person? How do we answer this?
You can say, I'm a morning person if you like waking up early and feel energetic in the morning, or you can say, I'm a night person if you prefer staying up late and feel more active at night.
And you can add details like, I'm a morning person, I love waking up early and watching the sunrise.
Or, I'm a night person. I do my best work late at night when everything is quiet.
Perfect. Question number 2. What's your morning routine? This is asking about all the things you do in the morning.
You can answer by listing your activities in order. For example, my morning routine is simple. I wake up, shower, have breakfast, and then I start work.
Good. Or you can give more details. My morning routine takes about 2 hours. First, I wake up and do some stretching exercises. Then I take a shower and get dressed. After that, I make breakfast and eat while reading the news. Finally, I brush my teeth and leave for work.
Excellent example. Question number 3. Do you exercise in the morning? This is asking about morning physical activity.
You can answer yes, I do, or no, I don't. And then add details. Like, yes, I do. I go jogging for 30 minutes every morning.
Or, no, I don't. I prefer to exercise in the evening after work.
Right. Question number 4. What do you usually have for breakfast? We talked about this earlier, but let's review.
You can say, I usually have, or I typically eat. And then list your breakfast foods, like, I usually have cereal with milk and a banana.
Or I typically eat yogurt with granola and drink green tea.
Great examples. Now, Sarah, I want to talk about something important. What if someone doesn't have a regular morning routine? What if their mornings are always different?
That's a great question. Many people don't have a fixed routine, and that's completely okay.
Right, so how would they answer questions about their morning?
They can say it depends or it varies or every morning is different, and then explain why.
Can you give an example?
Sure. My morning routine varies. Sometimes I wake up early and go to the gym. Other times I sleep late and just have a quick breakfast. It depends on my schedule.
Perfect. That's an honest and natural answer. There's no pressure to have a perfect routine.
Exactly. Real life is flexible and changes from day to day. Now, John, let's talk about vocabulary words that are useful for describing mornings.
Good idea. Let's make a list of important morning vocabulary.
Okay, let's start with actions, things you do. We have wake up, get up, stretch, yawn, open the curtains, take a shower, brush your teeth, wash your face, get dressed, make the bed.
Great list. Let's continue. Comb your hair, put on makeup, shave, make breakfast, eat breakfast, drink coffee, check your phone, read the news, pack your bag, leave the house.
Excellent. Now let's talk about breakfast foods. We have eggs, toast, cereal, oatmeal, yogurt, fruit, pancakes, waffles, bacon, sausage.
And drinks, coffee, tea, juice, milk, water, smoothie.
Perfect. Now let's talk about feelings in the morning. You can feel tired, sleepy, energetic, refreshed, groggy, alert, awake, sluggish.
Those are all useful words for describing how you feel. For example, I feel tired when I first wake up, but after coffee I feel more alert.
Exactly. Now, John, let's talk about some common mistakes learners make when talking about their morning.
Oh yes, this is helpful. What's a common mistake?
One mistake is confusing wake up and get up. These have slightly different meanings.
Can you explain the difference?
Sure, wake up means to stop sleeping and open your eyes. Get up means to physically leave your bed and stand up.
So, you can wake up but stay in bed for a while?
Exactly. For example, I woke up at 7, but I didn't get up until 7:30. I stayed in bed checking my phone.
Oh, I see the difference now. That's very clear. What's another common mistake?
Another mistake is using the wrong preposition with time. Some learners say I wake up in 6 o'clock, but the correct way is I wake up at 6 o'clock.
So we use at with specific times?
Yes, at 6 o'clock, at 7:30, at 9:15. We use at for specific clock times.
Got it. What about in? When do we use in with time?
We use in for parts of the day, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. For example, I exercise in the morning.
And we use at for night?
Yes, we say at night, not in night. English can be tricky with prepositions.
It sure can. What's another common mistake?
Sometimes learners forget to use articles like a or the when talking about breakfast. They might say, I eat egg for breakfast instead of I eat an egg for breakfast or I eat eggs for breakfast.
Oh, yes. Singular nouns usually need an article like a or an, and plural nouns don't need an article.
Exactly. I eat a banana or I eat bananas, but not I eat banana.
These little details can be confusing, but with practice, they become natural.
Absolutely. And mistakes are okay. They're part of the learning process.
Now, Sarah, let's give our listeners some practical homework to help them practice talking about their morning.
Excellent idea. Homework makes learning active and real.
Okay, so here's your homework, dear listeners. Tomorrow morning, pay attention to everything you do from the moment you wake up.
Yes, notice what time you wake up, what you do first, what you eat, how you feel, everything.
Then practice describing your morning out loud in English. You can talk to yourself in the mirror or record yourself on your phone.
Don't worry about being perfect. Just practice speaking and describing your actions.
You can say things like, I woke up at 7:30. The first thing I did was check my phone. Then I got out of bed and went to the bathroom.
Exactly. Simple sentences like that are perfect. And if you have a friend or family member who speaks English, tell them about your morning.
Yes, real conversation practice is so valuable. Even if you make mistakes, you're improving your speaking skills.
And remember, every time you practice speaking, you're building your confidence and fluency.
Now, Sarah, I think we should start wrapping up our episode. Should we give some final encouragement to our listeners?
Yes, I want to make sure everyone leaves this podcast feeling motivated and positive.
Perfect, let's do it.
Okay, dear listeners, I want you to know how incredibly proud I am of you for being here and listening to this entire podcast.
Yes, you've dedicated your time to learning English, and that shows real commitment and determination.
Learning a language is not easy. It takes time, practice, patience, and courage.
But you're doing it, you're taking action, and that's what matters most.
Exactly. Every podcast you listen to, every word you learn, every sentence you practice, it all adds up.
Progress happens slowly and quietly, but it definitely happens. Trust the process.
Yes. And remember, making mistakes is completely normal and necessary for learning.
If you never make mistakes, it means you're not challenging yourself. Mistakes show that you're trying something new.
So please don't be afraid to speak. Don't worry about sounding perfect. Communication is more important than perfection.
That's right. Native speakers will respect and admire you for learning their language.
And if anyone makes fun of your English or your accent, remember that kind people encourage learners and unkind people are not worth your time.
Surround yourself with positive, supportive people who celebrate your progress.
Yes, and celebrate yourself too. Be proud of every small achievement.
Did you learn 5 new words today? Celebrate. Did you have a conversation in English? Celebrate. Did you understand something you didn't understand before? Celebrate.
All of these things matter. All of these things are progress.
Now, before we finish, we want to invite all of you to subscribe to Slow English Learning.
Yes, if you found this podcast helpful and enjoyable, please click that subscribe button.
When you subscribe, you'll be notified every time we release a new episode, and we create new content every single week.
Every week, we cover practical topics like this one that help you speak English confidently in real-life situations.
All of our podcasts are designed for beginners with slow speech, clear pronunciation, and simple vocabulary.
We want to make English learning accessible, enjoyable, and stress-free for everyone.
So please subscribe. It really helps us, and it keeps you connected with our learning community.
And if you know anyone else who's learning English, a friend, a classmate, a family member, please share this podcast with them.
Learning together is more fun and more motivating. You can practice with each other.
Yes, you can describe your mornings to each other in English. That's great practice.
And please, leave us a comment. Tell us about your morning routine. What time do you wake up? What do you eat for breakfast?
We love reading your comments. It helps us understand what you're interested in, and it creates a community of learners supporting each other.
Yes, we're all in this together. Learning English is a journey we're taking together.
Okay, John, I think it's time to say goodbye to our wonderful listeners.
Yes, I think so. Thank you so much, everyone, for spending this time with us today.
You made an excellent choice by investing in your English learning this morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world.
Remember everything we talked about today? Remember the phrases, the vocabulary, and most importantly, remember that you can talk about your morning confidently.
Next time someone asks you about your morning, you have all the tools you need to answer naturally and clearly.
Just start with what time you woke up, then describe what you did and add details about breakfast and how you felt.
It's that simple. And if you forget a word or make a mistake, don't worry, just keep speaking.
Yes, the person you're talking to will understand you and they'll appreciate your effort to communicate.
So go out there and practice. Talk about your morning, share your routine, build your confidence.
You're doing amazing. Keep up the great work.
We believe in you completely. You have everything you need to succeed.
Keep practicing every single day, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Consistency is the key to improvement.
Yes, 5 minutes every day is better than 1 hour once a week.
All right, everyone, it's time to say goodbye. Thank you again for being here.
Goodbye, dear friends. Have a beautiful day, and remember to enjoy your morning tomorrow.
Goodbye. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing in yourself.
Until next time, speak English with confidence and joy.